Hi, I'm Mike Marino, and this is a brand new episode of Live from My Mother's Basement. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. Yes, we're really in my mother's basement in this beautiful, gorgeous house in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And I got a great guest. Not only is he a funny comedian, he's a doctor. We're going to get into that. This is Rob Ruffalo.
Yeah, Ruffalo like Buffalo, but with an R.
Ruffalo, but with an R, not Buffalo. Buffalo, New York. Nice and cold in the winter and nice and warm in the summer. It's beautiful, Buffalo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Bloomfield, New Jersey. Exit. Well, it's such a great exit. It's got exit 148, 149, 150, and 151.
Is
That's
that
how
big?
important it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty big. 48,000 people in Bloomfield.
Bloomfield, New Jersey is known for having a lot of Italian people. I forgot what area of New Jersey has the most.
I think it's Fairfield.
Fairfield, yeah. I never even knew that. Yeah. Bloomfield just feels like the word Bloomfield is Italian.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Bloomfieldio.
Bloomfield.
Bloomfield. Or there's the rival town, Nutley.
Oh, that's another
That lets
big
you know
one.
where the Italians from in New Jersey. Nutley.
Belleville used to be very big Italian, too.
Yeah, Belleville. Scotch Plains, this town's got a lot of Italians. They're a little bit more quiet about themselves.
Probably witness protection.
Yeah, it's very close to Rawway State Prison. But they think New Jersey alone has a lot of Italian people, which is great because we eat better.
It's funny, Mike, because people say, "Oh, are you related to Mark Ruffalo, the actor?" Well, Mark is the Hulk. I'm the bulk. I put on a little pounds. I got to lose a little weight, but I feel pretty good.
There it is, comedy. Nice, right up at the top of the thing. We bumped into each other on the internet. He made some comments about my work, compliments, and I was like, "Well, hey, how you doing? And what's going on in your world?" And had a little bit of a mixer the other day, as I normally do. I like to put people together that were going to work with me on some projects, and I brought over a comedian. Not only is he a fellow comedian, but he's an Italian comedian, and he's a chiropractor. So I want to know about all of this stuff. And so Bloomfield is originally where you're from.
That's where I'm from.
You don't live up there now?
No, my practice is still there. I started my practice in 1989. I'm a physical therapist, Mike, and a chiropractor, dual licensed. So my practice is primarily like physical therapy, rehabilitation. You know, people post-surgery, a lot of Medicare patients. I do a lot of athletes. But I use the chiropractic techniques that I learned to kind of enhance the physical therapy realm.
So physical therapy and chiropractor is two different things?
Not really. The way I practice, not really. Because I do more of like, the way a lot of chiropractors do a lot of adjustments and physical therapists do a lot of like exercise. So I put the two together. And that's why the name of my practice is A-Team Approach. Stands for therapeutic, exercise, and mobilization. We marry the two types of services together under one roof.
I go see a chiropractor all the time, especially when I'm in Los Angeles. My friend is a phenomenal chiropractor / comedian. However, he doesn't do stand-up about his act. I mean, he doesn't do his act about being a chiropractor, right, which I think you should, because the truth is always funny. I hope you're going to talk about being a chiropractor in your act. What somebody does for real is funny because everybody can identify. But I like to get an adjustment when I go see him, even if I'm not in any pain.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I go there to make myself feel good, maybe prior to a massage or maybe a massage and then the chiropractic adjustment. Now, I suffer from migraine. So if I get a migraine, I go see the chiropractor and 2 twitches of the neck and my migraine's gone.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct. Absolutely.
And now that I'm getting older, yeah, I could pick something up and I could tweak my back out. I've had some numbness in my leg and recently my knees. But if I go get an adjustment, for some reason or other, it fixes it all the way down to a toe. And I'm saying this because I know there's a lot of people watching and they're going to want to know. You ever get something in your toe that feels like there's like a bubble in it and there's nothing you can do to get it out? But if you go get a massage or you go to a chiropractor, let's suppose, and these are my feet, he grabs it and goes, and it feels phenomenal in no time, where I can't do it myself. You ever try to crack your own foot, ladies and gentlemen? It works on the ankle, but not the toes. But for some reason or other, it seems like a massage therapist, if you get a good one, can do it.
I have great ones that I work with.
And if you go to a chiropractor, he pulls it. Does this sound legit? Am I saying the right thing?
That sounds legit. The way I look at it is we look at it two ways in the office. Are the joints supposed to move? And if they are, and they aren't moving, we will move them. If a joint is moving too much and it's not supposed to move that much, we stabilize it. So I tell all the people, because growing up, my father treated everything or duct tape and WD-40. We usually use duct tape to stabilize it or WD-40 to get it to move.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Well, WD-40 is great. I don't know if it could work on your ass or if it could work on your bones.
But we just kind of use that little analogy.
I remember my father was around and you had some shit on your nose, or maybe you needed to pull out a white head or a black head. He'd take the duct tape, put it on your nose and pull it off. And like, it's gone. Yeah, so is your nose.
Yeah, now it's waxing, and of course, how much,
you could have went to Home Depot and cured yourself. So let's go back to now. You're in high school, grammar school. When did you get bit with the bug that made you want to be an entertainer, a class clown?
God. It's so funny you say class clown, because that's the way I was always in school.
Right.
I did well in school, but what I did was I started musical theater. Started musical theater at the age of 9 years old.
Singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing, and I just fell in love. And I said, I want to be on Broadway. Oh, I want to be on Broadway. That was my goal. Right. So I never really took a lot of, science classes. I never thought I was going to be a chiropractor or a physical therapist. I was going to be an entertainer because I lived with the Italian-American family in Bloomfield. I had 4 older siblings, way older than me. I was kind of the change of life baby. My mother was 43 when she had me. So, and my dad was like in his 40s. So I have a sister right now. I'm going to be 63 on Thursday this week.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah. I have a sister that's 15 years older than me. I got a sister 78. I have a brother that passed away. He would have been 75. I have another brother 74. I have a sister 72. And I'm going to be 63.
You're the baby, huh?
I am the baby, the mistake.
Wow.
Or the change of life baby, so to speak.
It
was. My mother had 4 kids. Then she had 2 miscarriages. She started her menopausal changes. Next thing you know what? She's pregnant with me.
Wow.
My original name was not Robert Ruffalo. I had that legally changed.
What was your original name?
Oops, Ruffalo, and I changed it. They had to change it. All right. So now I grew up in a house where I'm vying for attention. I was like the little like the little dog, like the little plaything.
Right.
So I would do all shows. We had the old rope there where you used to hang the clothes on the clothesline.
Sure, clothesline.
Well, I used to put a big sheet over that, and that was my curtain. I would do shows for kids in the town. I'd sell tickets, everything. Kids had, lemonade stands. I did shows.
Performing in front of a sheet would remind you of the Little Rascals.
Yes.
Remember they did that?
Yes, of course. I love the Little Rascals.
They'd do anything to put on a show.
Absolutely. So I went from that, did a lot of theater, and then I was a wrestler. And I got hurt wrestling. And I went to the town chiropractor. He passed away, Dr. Tom Fasulo, great guy. And I'm like, wow, I think I want to do this. This is great. I'm working with people because it's hard to get into the entertainment industry and whatnot. And I'll do it for fun. Hobby, but have fun. So while I was in college, I didn't go to frat parties. I didn't do any of that. I went to school and I did theater. And then while I was in PT school, because I went to PT school first, my brother Rich, who is like my mentor and like my best friend, he's a biology teacher. He's the one I was telling you about. He's blind. Taught in school 30 years. He was blind. He was New Jersey's Teacher of the Year, Disney's Teacher of the Year, and he was a Paralympic champion, 5 different Paralympics. My brother Rich, most decorated athlete in the history of blind athletics, had 9 world records.
Oh, wow.
So this is the guy that was my mentor. And he said, well, let's get you into PT school. Then you could go to chiropractic school to get the 2 degrees. Now, here's a guy, Mike. I never took any sciences or anything until I got to PT school. But our family is blessed with photographic memories, which growing up, I memorized. I could do the whole George Carlin album. I could do the whole,
Rodney Dangerfield.
All that. Oh, my God, that's a lot in my act. And I was a big Bill Cosby fan, too. He told great stories.
He did.
And Abbott Costello, I mean, I could just do Who's on First, both parts, right now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
I think we got a challenge.
Okay. But anyway, so.
Wait a minute. It's the most iconic stand-up routine probably in the history
yes,
of stand-up.
Is.
Does anybody even remember
I actually do
who's on
the
first?
Hats. Oh,
no shit?
Yeah, I do go back and forth.
All right, towards the end of the show, maybe we get a little of that. See if I can't do it with you, but I doubt it.
So anyway, that's the love of theater, the love of performing and comedy was always there. I watched every Sunday morning, right? You go to church at 9:00. So you have breakfast at 8. Why? Because you got to wait an hour before you receive communion. Now you come home, you're starving. It's 11:30, but you don't go. Dinner isn't until 2:00. So what do? You beg your mom for a bowl of gravy. I call it gravy. Bowl of gravy with one meatball and some bread. And you put it on your TV tray, the one that always had like one thing that was always busted, and you try to balance it while you're watching Abbott and Costello on Channel 11 from 11:30 to 1.
Picks.
There you go. Then the Bowery Boys used to come on.
Slip Mahoney,
and all that. Yes. But we never finished the full episode because that was from 1 to 2:30, but you ate at 2. And that was it. Shut the TV off. So I never saw an ending of one Bowery Boy. So I grew up watching Abbott and Costello.
One of the craziest things is when you get together with someone who has almost the identical life. Because Sunday, yes, you went to church. When church was over, for whatever reason, when you walked into the house, your mother, who was in the basement making gravy, said, "We're eating at 2:30. Make sure you're ready. Don't eat anything. You're going to ruin your appetite and wake your father."
Yeah.
And you sleep.
Yes.
We watched Abbott and Costello. You watched the Three Stooges and the Bowery Boys, which was also nicknamed the Dead End Kids because they were in the movie called The Dead End. And I grew up imitating Satch. "Oh, Louie, fix me a malted." There's a lot of history in those shows, too. A lot of those guys were related.
We named our dog Muggsy because of that.
Oh, yeah? Muggsy?
Yeah.
Slip, Satch, Leo Gorcey and Leo Gorcey Jr., his son, were in that show, and it was an amazing show.
Oh, yeah.
And if you think about the way they talk tough compared to today.
Oh, yeah, please.
Remember what they would say? "I'll give you the mark of the squealer." "Why I oughta." And that was it. It's like telling somebody to go screw today.
And it was always the one guy, Gabe or whatever his name is. He was always he was always the one trying to get the girlfriend. He was never in the gang type of show. Yeah,
it was
I remember
Whitey.
that show. Yeah,
The guy
but
who
Abbott
won
and Costello, they're classic comedians.
And Lou Costello is in the Paterson, New Jersey, Italian.
Yeah.
He's in the New Jersey Comedy Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He was the first one inducted, and I believe I was the second one.
Oh,
The third one was
congratulations, man.
another Jersey guy, Jerry Lewis.
Oh, God, I watched every Jerry Lewis movie. Oh, my God.
Jerry Lewis also had an iconic stand-up routine that's extremely memorable. Kids today probably don't know what the hell it is, but he played the piano to a song. Not a piano, typewriter.
I used to do that.
Remember that?
I did that.
Bing,
I did
bing.
that one. Yep, I did that in when I worked in Chilton Hospital. They had a thing, and I did that actual.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
I did.
unbelievable
Fantastic.
what he did. Yeah.
It was the best. Well, my act, if you look, when you watch me, you're going to see tones of Rodney, tones of George Carlin, tones of Jerry Lewis, even like Ed Norton, like that slapsticky kind of thing, and even Dick Van Dyke. I used to run home to watch Dick Van Dyke because I want to see him trip over the ottoman. So I got a lot of slapsticky stuff in me and very animated. I move around. I'm Italian.
That's also another iconic scene. When Dick Van Dyke in the trailer or the coming attractions to, what was that called?
Mary Tyler Moore Show.
The Mary Tyler Moore. No.
Dick Van Dyke. It was a Dick Van Dyke show.
He had his own show.
Yeah. And then it was, Dick Van Dyke show.
I think she was in it. Then she went on to another show.
And he used to trip over the ottoman.
Yeah, he tripped over the ottoman.
But he didn't always trip. He scoot around it.
It's like a dancer.
Oh, he was great.
He's still alive.
Oh, yeah, he still can
move. He's like 100.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Dick Van Dyke.
So I kind of pull from the best, but of course write my own material.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
How to write your own jokes, and it's easy if you come from an Italian family. It's sitting in front of you.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel with our family.
We're all the same. And all we do is recall life.
Yes.
And when you do it, you do it. But when you graduated high school and you went to train to become a chiropractor, You opened up your own practice?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Came out of school. The way the comedy thing started, funny story. So I'm in chiropractic school. Already finished physical therapy school. I went to physical therapy school first, and I took the boards, the New York board. So while I was in chiropractic school, I worked as a physical therapist to earn income. And also whatever techniques I was learning as a chiropractor, I could do immediately, where everybody else had to wait 3 years to get their internship. I was using the techniques from day one. And I don't like to say my resume and all that about schooling, but I did finish valedictorian at New York Chiropractic College. So I had to make this speech there. And of course it was basically 5 minutes of stand up. And while I was doing my clinical rotation, it was at Levittown, right across from Governor's. Very famous comedy club.
Governor's is a comedy club in
Big comedy club.
Long Island, New York. There's 3 of them. I don't know exactly where all 3 of them are.
This was in Levittown.
Levittown.
And I saw a thing there that said open mic night. Now, I never did comedy at that point. I go, let me go try it. I go talk to the manager. And he goes, what's this open mic? How do you get what do you do? He goes, well, you got to do a bringer. I go, bring who? It was almost like, I'm going to bring who? Bring her? She doesn't even live here, my girlfriend. Bring her? No, bringer means you got to bring people to the show. Oh, like what? If I bring 10 people, what do I get? He goes, you bring 10 people, we give you 4 to 5 minutes tight. What if I bring 20? It's 20. No? All right, you get 8. I go, what if I bring, nobody brings 30 people to an open mic. I tell my class, there's 110 people. Everybody liked me in class. 80 people came to the open mic. And he goes, well, how much time do you want? I go, well, I prepared 25.
Yeah.
And I got 25 minutes on an open mic night.
Open mics originally were for, amateurs coming up, trying to work out material. It was a great thing in the 70s and the 80s. I cut my teeth like that in the 90s. Now everybody does everything online, so I don't even know what it's like to go to an open mic, but you should, because you can learn a lot about the actual industry itself. It's not always about how funny you are. Are you disciplined? Are you good? Do people want to be around you? Are you doing jokes that belong to somebody else? Most people who are in show business are going to know very, very quickly. It's just, we all know each other mostly. But if you go to a place like Governor's Comedy Club on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they have a packed crowd and you can get on stage and do a 25-minute set, you're high as a kite.
Oh, the dopamine hit me. That's a chemical that I said, I want to do this. So when I left chiropractic school, I came home, I opened up my office, and every Wednesday night there was a local bar. I knew the owner. I said, look, why don't I host a show here? I'll bring in other comics. And next thing you know, I did that for a year. I produced and hosted a show every Wednesday night. And
at a bar, because you're getting to do what you want to do, and you're bringing in revenue to a place that doesn't make money on that night.
And one of the people I had on was Ray Romano,
No
1989.
Wow.
He got $50 and 2 beers.
It was big money,
That was big money.
The beer is the money, actually. We used to get paid in food. Want a sandwich?
And I even had Rich Voss on. I remember he went on to Last Comic Standing and stuff like that.
Richie Voss, I was his opening act for a long time. He's a great comedian. Used to be thin, good looking, with a long black ponytail, long all the way down to his ass. Now, of course, we're all older and he doesn't have a ponytail anymore, and he's got a haircut.
Yeah. And then one of the guys, I don't know if you remember, this is going back, who really got my start, a really nice gentleman, he passed away, Bob Woods.
I don't know Bob Woods.
Great guy. He was a very heavy set guy.
Oh, yeah?
He did some really great stuff. And I actually showed up to a show one night, which I thought was an open mic. And it was 3 comedians. It was him and 2 others. And I'm like, got all my stuff because I'm a prop guy. I'm like, okay.
You bring props?
Yeah, I have some props. So, and he's like, this isn't an open mic. And I was so dejected. He goes, put this kid on. He seems like a nice kid. And he really gave me my start. Great guy. Just like we talked on the phone. I said, this guy Mike is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He called me ship to shore from a cruise ship.
It's
unbelievable.
It's funny. You got to be humble in this industry. You could be famous Friday and a fuck up on Saturday. You really got to watch what you're doing. This past weekend, I did a show. It was at the Surflight Theater in Long Beach Island, New Jersey, right? August 3rd. 8:30 show. The whole audience was packed. I think there was 400.
Wow.
Seats about 450. So like
Great.
400 people. Beautiful theater. Girl comes out and opens the show. Her name is Jacqueline Marfuji. She's been on the show many times. We've worked together many times. She's a great comedian. She did a great job. Introduces John Bramnick,
Yeah, the lawyer.
politician, lawyer, New Jersey's funniest lawyer. He goes on stage, blows the room away for a half hour, and now I come up on stage, supposed to do 55 minutes. I go on stage, and it was a great night. Everything was spot on, laughing, screaming, cheering. I got another 15 minutes to do. And in my head, I'm like, look at this guy. He's falling asleep in the front row. I couldn't make out who he was. I couldn't really see who it is. But, he's going like this with his head. He's going like this with his head. And I'm like, in my mind saying, leave him alone. You're almost done.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
But you could.
But his body posture made some suggestion in my little mind that he's not right. Something's wrong. So I said to him, hey, mister, you want to sleep or you want to listen to the last 15 minutes of my show? And he just was like this. Never even looked up. I said to the lady next to him, you might want to bump your husband, let him know there's something going on. There's a show going on. So she puts her arm around her and the people started to look and everybody's laughing because I'm roasting this guy. And she yells out, he has no pulse.
Whoa.
And I go, let's be serious. Are you joking? She goes, no, he doesn't have a pulse. And I go, okay. And I walk towards the end of the stage without the microphone, letting people know this is not a joke. Something's wrong with this man. And I says, can you shake him? Can you top him? Is there a doctor in here? Is this serious? Do you want us to call 911? Now, it's an uncomfortable thing now because I know the audience thinking there's a joke here.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Right.
It was serious. And he was maybe 3 rows in the center. So they pick him up, they put him on the end, and he's out. The guy is out. And then I look close, it's my fucking cousin. My cousin, Patty Greco, and his wife, his brother Tommy, my cousin Michael Marino. All my cousins are sitting there. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's Patty. What's up? What's up? So now he's laying on the floor. The EMT comes. The cops come in. And now what do I got to do? The audience is sitting there wondering, what do we do? Should we leave? Is it over? Do we get our money back? Is it, what to do? So I'm figuring, well, maybe if they revise him, they could revive him. They'll pull him out. But they started poking him and probing him and said that his blood was low and this, that, and the other thing. But he came to.
Okay, good.
He came to. They put the mask on him for oxygen. Started talking to him. He said, I don't know what happened. I just fainted. And I go, well, maybe. And I kept going back on stage. Don't worry, folks. He's starting to breathe. Yeah. Don't worry, folks. He's up. And I would tell everybody. They started to applaud. So he says, all right, take me to the emergency room. All the cops walk out. He walks out. They all walk out. I go back on stage. Now, I lost about 30 people, let's say. But I knew I had to do at least 5 minutes to save this night. So I go like this. Folks, I've been doing stand-up 32 years. I've never had anybody go through that while I was performing. Thank God he's okay, because boy, it would suck if I was performing and I knew somebody died. But then again, I'd be like, why did he die? Am I really that good? Am I a killer comedian? Am I such a killer comedian? I actually killed somebody in the audience because of what I said that made him laugh so hard, he dropped dead. And does that make me a killer in general? Would I end up going to jail? Could you imagine doing life for murder? Murder via joke?
Right.
And I go, how would I even talk to people in the prison? What are you in for? I murdered 5 people. I was downtown Brooklyn. How about you? Oh, I murdered this one guy and they took all his money. How about you, Marino? Well, I was doing jokes at the Surflight Theater. And right in the middle of this one particular joke, I put this guy right to bed. Yep, I'm in here for life, for murder. I even brought some jokes with me in the big house, so don't fuck with me. I got knock-knock jokes in my pocket. And the people just started going nuts.
Great. That's great. What are we covering?
I did 2 more jokes, and I said, you've been a great crowd, and please put this on TMZ. And away I went. But I can't believe that actually happened. And of course, the next day I called my cousin. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? He said he had some kind of like a Crohn's disease or something like that. Something in his stomach that made him
his pulse and everything like that.
Maybe she didn't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, but
that's crazy.
That's the adventures of stand-up, because you don't know what's going to happen.
That's live theater. It was almost dead theater, but that's live theater.
Then you go home and you're like, look at my life. What the hell? So then I bump into a guy like him, and I'm saying to myself, he's a chiropractor. He's going to go on stage and do some jokes. He talk about doing chiropractic work. Somebody after the show is going to say to you, hey, listen, I got a problem with my back. Could you take a look? But you probably get that in real life anyway.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Thank God thank God I'm not a proctologist. That'd be really messy at a party.
Could you imagine? I'm a proctologist. Hey, I got this hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at it right now before I have my hot dog. So do you do anything about being a chiropractor on stage?
Not really. I actually kind of go into this character like a broccoli. It's called Broccoli Rob. See, my stage name really was Robert Anthony my whole life because I stayed away from the whole Ruffalo thing. And the Broccoli Rob name came by accident. I was doing a talk for young kids at a school about nutrition. Now in New Jersey, there's this guy, Produce Pete, from like ShopRite. So I walk in and I'm going to do a talk. They introduce me. This gentleman's going to do a talk about nutrition and blah, blah, blah. So one kid goes, are you Produce Pete? I go, no, kid, I'm Broccoli Rob. And I'm like, that's a pretty funny name.
It's very funny.
So it kind of stuck after that. My brother Rich, my mentor, actually later on, I thought about the Broccoli Rob in the back of my mind. He goes, we were just eating one night. He goes, Broccoli Rob is like in every restaurant. Broccoli Rob's a funny name. And there's even a joke about Broccoli Rob that we sometimes do.
And you should, because it is funny.
It's a good name.
We got to let everybody know what it exactly is, because a lot of people who watch this podcast are in different parts of the world. So in New Jersey and New York and Chicago, Boston, everybody knows Broccoli Rob. But people in Zimbabwe or people in, Texas, Kansas, don't know what the hell we're talking about. So explain it.
Well, Broccoli Rob is actually spelled R-A-B-E, but I'm Broccoli Rob, R-O-B. And it's a broccolini. It's a small broccoli, and it's sometimes people say, oh, it's too bitter. Some people go, oh, it's sauteed just right. Well, that's how comedy is. I'm Broccoli Rob. It's all how you saute it. Maybe bitter to some person. Somebody might be perfect for somebody else.
I don't like Broccoli Rob myself. Yeah. So here it is, folks. Broccoli is great. Nice piece of broccoli. You steam it, put some oil and vinegar on it, maybe, I don't know, some garlic. However you make your broccoli and cheese, some people like to have broccoli and macaroni and cheese. My mother always said these words in Italian, which we never even knew it was Italian until we moved out of the state. I thought it was English. So I'm going to try to stab at how my mother would say Broccoli Rob, because I never knew it was Broccoli Rob till I was in my 20s. Alucli laba. That's the way she said it. Alucli laba. And you knew we were having Broccoli Rob. Broccoli Rob, she made with, Italian seasonings and oil, maybe sometimes steamed it. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
There was garlic in it. So it is a little bit more, it's an odd taste as opposed to just regular broccoli.
It is. I just chose it because of the name. I'm a big Broccoli Rob fan.
No, I'm just letting them have the origin, so they're going to watch out where they get your nickname from. Yep. They're going to see how you came up with this nickname, because it's genius, actually. Yeah. Oh, it's really, really slang. And it'd be funny no matter what, but it's even funnier if you actually get what I'm explaining. Some people in certain areas, well, I can't even get into that because that would be racist bullshit. So I don't want to talk about that, but it's slang, very Italian slang.
Very Italian slang.
So, but Broccoli Rob, and his name is Rob Ruffalo. Broccoli Rob Ruffalo is memorable. You're not going to forget it. And even if you do, they're going to make fun of it. What was that guy's name? Ruffalo?
Broccoli. What?
The broccoli guy.
Yeah, the broccoli.
The guy, no, he makes broccoli. No, in the morning, he comes out with broccoli. It tastes like shit. And, so it's cool that it comes out like that. Broccoli Rob.
Well, it's funny. Real quick, funny story. So we went to see Beautiful, the Carole King story at the Paper Mill Playhouse. Now, there's like 1,500 people in there. Now, we're in the local area, been there a million times. I had just done a show the week before at Kachina Calandras in Fairfield. So we come out of the theater, and my wife, for some reason, she's really good at getting these ticket prices. She got $35 tickets for this show. Meanwhile, we're here, $35 tickets. One row in front of us was $115. I go, how did you do that? She goes, oh, it was a special. And I was doing a show. I said, I can't believe it. You got these tickets to Beautiful for $35, and Broccoli Rob is asking for $25. We're laughing. So a lady goes, Broccoli Rob? And she goes, oh, I saw you perform last week. And I'm like, to my wife, what are the chances that you would think I'm in practice 36 years? I'd be recognized as Dr. Ruffalo, and I'm recognized as Broccoli Rob. It was just bizarre. But
it's cool, but it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool that she enjoyed the show. And that's the main thing. I want to make people laugh, feel good about themselves. The other thing, Mike, I watch, people go, do you watch a lot of comedians? I go, not really. I don't really watch comedians.
I don't.
I don't. Especially nowadays. Back in the day when I was growing up, yes. But to me, I'm not going to pick anybody out in general who's watching. But a lot of these comedians seem to to be using the stage as their therapy session.
Well, it is therapy.
Yeah. But I come out and I say, listen, this is a stage. It's not a couch. You're the audience. You're not the therapist. In fact, I hope I'm therapy for you because there's healing in humor.
Right.
And by the way, P.S., I had a good childhood and I love my parents. Let's go. Because a lot of these people I don't know how they just defame their mom and dad and their heritage. And
well, a lot of entertainers come from struggles, and usually that's what supposedly makes them funny.
I was a happy kid. What's wrong with that?
I tell people all the time, I came from a really fucked up childhood. My parents were together the whole time, and we ate dinner together. Yeah, I'm fucked up. Oh,
I tried out for America's Got Talent 3 years ago, and I did my thing. They liked it. Then they wanted to ask about my backstory. I go, I don't have a backstory. See ya. Golden axe.
I had my audition too, and the guy goes, that is some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. I go, thanks. And he goes, got any tragedies you want to talk about? And I'm like, come on.
See, they did the same thing with you.
You want me to make one up?
Right.
I got hit by a car.
I could have played the angle that my dad was an orphan and I had 3 blind siblings. Now I did play that card when we auditioned for Family Feud in 1989. I do a whole bit about that. I brought 3 blind people. One was my sister was pregnant, blind. My brother Joe wore his medals from Vietnam, blind. My brother Rich wore his gold medal, blind, and my father was an orphan. I figured, we're a shoo-in. But our answers were not good. It's funny because before I even watched some of your things, I know after I did this 1989, I've been talking about this Family Feud thing. In fact, the night we did the show, I had my comedy show, and I just talked about Family Feud, and it became one of these funny things that you say at, parties. And then I, ran into your stuff. When I saw your Byron thing, oh my God, I was that whole get the bat and get the rugs. I mean, holy Christmas. So I was when I sent out the DMs to John, Joey, and you, the last person I thought I'd get a call back was from you. And we were on the phone, and I feel like I know you my whole life. It's amazing.
Well, bonding and mingling with people who are in the industry is a better way to get forward. Because comedians can help each other more than anybody. You can have the greatest agent, the greatest manager. Mm-hmm. If I told you I played this place, you should give them a call. And you do. Mm-hmm. You get the gig. Or call an agent to call that guy, to call you. For what? I was already there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have people that work with, I said, look, if you get the gig, you get the vig. If I get the deal, I eat the meal.
That's a good way to look at it. I always was that way, and I still am. And, you never know who you're going to be working with in this business. So you might as well be around people that you want to be around.
Absolutely. I mean, I originally got into comedy thinking, I'm going to meet all these fun people. They're all like manic depressives. A lot of people are using the stage as their therapy.
Well,
scary I feel bad. I mean, I loved Robin Williams. Who knew he was
Poor guy.
depressed?
yeah.
I mean, he'd go to cancer wards on his own to cheer kids up. Amazing.
And then he killed himself.
Yeah.
You know who one of the best comedians of Italian descent out of Brooklyn was? Richard Jennings. You remember Richard Jennings?
I remember Richard Jennings, sure.
12 HBO specials.
Wow.
Guy killed himself with a handgun in bed at the age of 50. He's 50. He used to watch him all the time. And he was the best.
You know, sometimes people get fame too quick. They don't know how to handle it. It's like also athletes. We deal with a lot of athletes, and they get the NIL money or they get that money and they don't know how to invest it right. And all of a sudden, how could this guy be playing the NFL and he's broke?
Yeah.
But they don't do the right thing with it.
Pay attention. You're rich on Friday. You're broke on Saturday. Pay attention. Business. Well, I don't know what it's like to be in any other business, but that does happen. You know, but you have your backup plan, the chiropractic. How long have you been a chiropractor?
I've been a chiropractor. I've been a physical therapist since 1985. So 40 years. And I've been a chiropractor since 1988. I graduated. So like I said, my practice is really physical therapy is 99% of what I do. And the chiropractic is an enhancement. But I've owned my practice. It was 36 years this June.
It must be hard to be in the industry of chiropractic because everybody wants a quick fix. Now a regular doctor, going to take this pill and you'll be fine. I love getting an adjustment. Now at my age, I go to the gym and I try not to hurt myself. That's what I do at the gym. I'll do everything I can not to get hurt. I look at some weights and I'm like, I could do that. But then some reason or other, the next day I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have did that. But getting a chiropractic adjustment by the neck like this does get rid of my headaches. Luckily, I don't have headaches anymore. My biggest problem in my body, and I know a lot of people share this problem, is your knees, your ankles, and my calves get knots in them. A knot?
Yeah, a trigger point, they call it, myofascial
sometimes
trigger point.
Sometimes it sticks.
Spasm, almost the Charlie horse.
So here's
big drink water.
Drink
Plenty of water. Whatever, just everybody out there, whatever your body weight is, take that in half, and that's how many ounces. So if I weigh 200 pounds, I need 100 ounces of water a day.
Do you do that?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah. Because you got to figure this bottle here, I don't cover it up because we don't want to do an advertisement, but unless they want to pay.
No.
Yeah, 16 ounces. Well, 16 times 6 is what? 96. Right? So I need 6 of these. That's all.
Really?
It's easy. Yeah.
It's a lot of water, 6 waters, and I love things with sugar in it.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It tastes good.
I know, but it's not good.
It's hard to drink water, but I've often told that if I did, I wouldn't have half the cramps I have.
That's correct. Now, the other thing is for the viewers out there, Celtic sea salt, CELTIC. It's a little blue bag. Now, people think salt's bad for your blood pressure. This is 83 minerals are in Celtic sea salt. The thing is, you could drink all the water you want, but it doesn't get absorbed into the cell unless it has minerals. And the number one mineral is magnesium. Magnesium will help your cramps and help you sleep at night too. So you do a little bit of a pinch on the top of your tongue and underneath, Celtic sea salt, a little pinch of salt. Drink your water. Now the water is going into your cells. Because some people drink and they go, oh, I got swollen ankles. You got water in your body, but it's not in your cells. The water needs to be in your cells. We are 80% water.
Do you have pills that you put out? I mean, like vitamins.
I talk about people should be on magnesium usually.
I thought that was to help you sleep.
There's different kinds of magnesium. Some magnesium helps you go to the bathroom, some for brain fog.
Yeah, magnesium makes you shit your brains out, no?
Yeah.
Like a Docolax.
Yeah, it could. Depends on what kind of magnesium. But it's very good for brain fog.
Milk of magnesia.
Yeah.
Is that it? No.
That is milk of magnesia. Yeah, that was the old school. But yeah, nutrition is very important. Like I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anything. I drink non-alcoholic beers. I don't drink any booze. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. Pretty clean guy.
He wants to be a comedian. Better start smoking weed.
No, I never did. It's funny. My wife will walk around New York going, do you smell that? I'm like, I don't know what it smells like. Then I go, oh yeah, that's it. She goes, no, that's the homeless guy over there.
That's the hot dog.
Yeah. But that's why they put all those food trucks now, because you get the munchies.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You smoke a joint, you cross the street,
Yeah,
you're
there
eating.
you go.
You're eating live. So you mentioned your wife. Do you have children?
Yes, I do. Oh my God. My son, Nicholas, my pride and joy.
One?
Yes,
One
one
boy.
guy, one boy. Well, we got married. I was 32 when I got married. My wife was like, well, she's 39 forever, so I can't say her age.
Right.
And I was 37 when we had Nick. He's 25 now. And he is just crushing it in LA. He's living in Beverly Hills. He's moving to Brentwood soon. And he's in the music business, and he's 25. And he's a senior vice president of a record label right now at 25.
So he's not a singer, he's a producer.
He was a DJ and making his own music, lyrics and music. Did the production, did his own music. He has songs on Spotify with 10 million streams. So then he was very entrepreneurial. My whole family's entrepreneurial. So he then started doing production for other people, and they were paying him. He saved up enough money by doing that, dog walking, because he didn't want any help from us. He goes, I want to do this on my own. Goes to LA, slept on this girl's couch for 3 weeks till he got his feet wet, like a friend. Now, fast forward, he started his own agency, had 10 people working for him. Big Loud Rock, who his main guy, Joey Moy, is the producer of every Morgan Wallen song. And Morgan is blowing up now. Hired Nick as a senior vice president to do all the marketing, branding at 25. He's the youngest in the history of the music industry.
That's excellent.
So we're very proud. But we always told him, you're 23, go and have fun. Everybody wanted to get a 9-to-5 job. My son works 5 to 9. He's up every day. He was an athlete. He's another one. Doesn't drink, doesn't do anything. He's in bed by 10, and he's up working and pounding it, and he's absolutely killing it. Like, we can't be any more blessed. And he calls us every day.
I actually just
Can't
recorded a new special, and the new special, well, we can't really talk about it, but maybe the soundtrack can go to a music producer.
He's
Because
got great
the
songs.
video is going to head out, and once it goes out, then there could be an audio version.
Yeah. He can.
I've had 2 before, and some guy just wrote me a song. My name's in the song.
Oh, cool.
I had these guys from Italy wrote a song. The lyrics go, I want to drink vino with Mike Marino in Los Angeles.
Oh,
And then they called me. I'm like, you guys put my name in your song. He goes, yeah, we thought you'd like it. I'm like, I do. I do.
That's
They
great.
think I was going to sue them. No, put me in all your songs. I don't care. Then
No,
they
that's
made it.
great. So we're just tickled. We're going out there in a couple of weeks to see him, and hopefully I'll get on the Laugh Factory. We're trying to work that out. So
Because you're friends with Bill Dawes.
yeah,
Bill Dawes is a great
so
actor. He's a good friend of
Yeah.
mine. We'll give him a call. We'll see if we can't pull some strings
Yeah,
to
that'd be
my
great.
contacts at the Laugh
Yeah,
Factory. That's
that'd be
my
awesome.
home club.
I know. Love
It's
it.
not easy. You know, there's so many people from
Oh, yeah.
around the world that are banging down that door to do
Yep.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard. But there is another club also in North Hollywood. It's called the Comedy Chateau.
Okay.
That's a phone call for me.
Okay, cool.
The Hollywood Laugh Factory is so high profile.
Yes.
Just,
It's like, forget the Comedy Cellar. You got to have like national credits for that one to even get on.
yes
that.
and no.
Yeah.
I never played the Comedy Cellar, and now they're saying I'm too old.
Oh,
But I have a shitload of credits, and I played Carnegie Hall.
I know.
So it's like,
Yeah,
whatever.
you know what I mean? Come on.
It's nice and everything, but go where you loved in this business, or you drive
Oh, yeah.
yourself fucking nuts.
Yeah. Like I was blessed to do Dangerfields. That was such an iconic stage. Now it's called Rodney's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they changed the name, but that was iconic. That was just a
Rodney
great
Dangerfield
night.
had a comedy club inside the Tropicana on the Strip in Las Vegas for years. Then it became Stop at the Trop. Then it became Brad Garrett's comedy club. Then it became the Laugh Factory. And I used to play there all the time. It was the greatest experience to play Vegas at the world famous Laugh Factory on the Strip. The entire casino's gone. It's imploded.
Wow.
Gone.
Yeah.
There used to be the Riviera.
Okay.
Gone.
Yeah.
But then again, if you think about it, the Sands and all those places from back in the day,
The Rat
now they're
Pack.
these huge buildings, and not everybody goes out all the time because you could stay at home and watch AI. That's how fucked up this world is. Relax, ladies and gentlemen. Go out and enjoy with people who are doing things live.
Live.
Get out of the
live.
house. Stop ordering online. Go out. I like going out.
Oh, I love.
Why would you go to the store when you could buy it on the line and you could send it to your house? I'm like, because I want to see everybody.
Exactly. This whole COVID and keeping people. Oh, even during COVID, we had a place in Cape May, and I was doing Zoom shows to raise money for the food bank.
Right.
So I was doing like Zoom shows, and everybody be on the camera. It's first learning Zoom, and I'll be like, "Oh, I guess Tiger King's not on tonight. You're watching me on a Saturday night." I did 2 shows. I did Jersey Strong, was called one of them, and that was a curfew comedy. Because remember to be in.
Right.
And the other one was called Quarantine Comedy. It was a 2-glove, 1 mask minimum. It was fun. And in my house, I had caution tape all around, and I had caution tape around Corona bottles of beer. Because people were thinking that coronavirus had to do with Corona beer. That's why they changed it to COVID-19.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, the stock plummeted because they said coronavirus.
That's hilarious. I didn't even know that.
Because I put on weight during COVID. So I said, people don't even know what COVID-19 is. Do you even know what it stands for?
No, and I put on weight every day.
Continuously overeating, very indulgent diet, 19 pounds. That's where it came from.
Yeah. I'm always hungry and I love pasta, but I guess I should be having it, you know?
It's so hard with how do you not? You're Italian, you gotta have the pasta.
He's an Italian chiropractor. He knocks you right the fuck out.
That's it.
You're out. What'd you adjust him with? The rollers? Nah, I hit him with a bat.
Actually, it was funny you say that. I did a show at Calandra's and they give you a free loaf of bread. I'm like, this used to be our assault weapon. But the next day it was hard as a rock. The great thing, you use it as a baseball bat because we didn't have a lot of money. And if anybody came in, you whack them over the head. And you eat the bread, dip it in water. No more evidence. No more.
What happened to Charlie? Got knocked out by a nice piece of semolina.
Nice piece of semolina.
I love Italian bread, man. I love dipping it in the gravy. Wish our parents were alive.
I know. I miss them so much.
Where exactly is your practice?
My practice is in Bloomfield, New Jersey, 265 Broad Street in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
How many people work there? Just you?
No, I have about 6 employees now. At one time, I had like 12.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I work Monday, Wednesday, half a day Friday. So I could do other things.
That's it?
Yeah. And I teach classes. I teach physical therapists and chiropractors the different techniques. I'm licensed through the state where they got to get their CEUs, continuing education credits. So I call it edutainment. What I do, it's educational entertainment. So when you're doing an 8-hour lecture for someone, it could be boring.
Right.
I make sure they're having fun. I even bring some of my stand-up into the...
Sure, of course.
It's fun.
Work it in there.
Absolutely.
I would like to come up there and get a chiropractic adjustment and film the whole thing.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Make it funny.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm here to see Dr. Broccoli Rob. Is Dr. Broccoli Rob here? I smell garlic.
Yeah. And we could even have bubbles. We have bubble wrap paper. So as I'm
that's
adjusting,
hilarious.
Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Well, now we gave away the secret.
I'll go walking out in a wheelchair. How was the adjustment? He fucked me up. So they do massage at your place?
Yeah, we do a lot of soft tissue work, yes. Not like, an hour massage. That one I would send you out for. But I have this one girl that works for me. If you go online, she's called the Stretch Boss. She has 120,000 followers on Instagram. She worked with me before she even got into school as an aide, like helping out.
They call it a stress boss?
She's called the Stretch Boss.
Oh, stretch.
Stretch Boss.
She stretches you out.
And Tina is bar none the best.
See, I want to be able to get an adjustment once a week, I think.
Yeah.
I'd like to get stretched out by somebody helping me because I stretch on my own. I don't do it.
She's phenomenal.
I want to get twisted.
Yep.
I would like to find a really good massage therapist that I go to.
Yep.
And it keeps you healthy.
Absolutely.
And somebody who could tell you, hey, stop taking Lipitor. I'll show you what to do.
Oh, I went off all the statins, all that cholesterol medicine. See ya.
I take it.
Yeah, that's brain fog.
Yeah.
The funny thing is with medicine is that cholesterol, this is going to be crazy out here. Cholesterol used to be top number was 300. Then they go, okay, let's make it 250. Let's make it 220. Let's make it 200. Now they want 180. 80% of your cholesterol is a hormone. 80% of your cholesterol is made by the body, not food. And your brain needs cholesterol. So go out there and do your research and look up statins and the relationship it has to Alzheimer's and dementia. The more they give you these kind of drugs, the more you have a chance of getting Alzheimer's and dementia. Why? You're taking away cholesterol from the brain. The brain needs cholesterol. The whole thing about eating eggs, I eat eggs every day. Eggs, why not? It's a perfect protein. That's going to be a chicken.
Why, they say don't eat it?
They used to say don't eat eggs. Now, eat eggs.
I love eggs.
This vegan stuff, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. We're carnivores. We're mammals and we're carnivores. I want a steak
right now.
If it had parents, put it on the plate.
Oh, that's funny.
I stole that. That's from Seinfeld. I only tell you from there. If it had parents, put it on the plate.
How do you adjust yourself? Do you?
No, it's very hard. It's like massaging yourself.
So,
I mean, we did that when we were growing up, but that's different. Okay.
I massaged myself this morning.
Okay, good for you.
We had turned to somebody else who works in your office?
Yeah, I mean, Tina will work on me. I have a good friend of mine up the block for me if we need adjustments and stuff like that. Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find your practice if they're in the New Jersey tri-state area, and maybe you're looking to go get adjusted by a comedian.
We'll crack you up, all right.
We'll crack you up.
No, we definitely bring humor because my wife says it's funny. She goes, your patients are laying on a table. I go, yeah, they're a captive audience. Where are they going?
What are you going to do? You can't go nowhere.
It's funny. One time, a lot of times I do shows like locally. I do a lot. I have my mission is comedy for a cause. I've raised over $70,000 doing comedy. In fact, you said you ran into Bobby Gonzo. He remembered me.
Bob, we're doing a shout out. Bob Gonzo.
Bobby Gonzo. I figured he'd remember. Wait, there's a guy that goes to Rascals.
He does remember.
Yeah.
I mentioned it to him. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, I think he texted me because I went to Rascals. Rascals was a big comedy place. It was in West Orange. Everybody got their start there. I mean, everybody. It was great. I mean, I ran into Bob Nelson not too long ago. He was another one of my favorites. Bob
back
Nelson.
On the scene. He's back making a comeback.
Thank God. I know he was running through and the nicest guy I ever want to meet. So I met him at his show. And so Rascals, I did an open mic night there one night. One of my patients was a comedian. And I went to the manager. I think it was Eric at the time. I said, can I do a fundraiser here? You guys are selling the tickets for 20. I just want 10 and give me 150 tickets. Okay. 2 days later, I go, I need another 100. What? I sold 325 tickets to the show. The place holds 400. And they go, what do you want? I go, all I want is I want to headline it. I want 30 minutes and I want a DVD. All the money goes to the blind. And we raised $3,000. That was the start of my comedy for a cause mission. And since then, over $70,000 I've raised.
We are going to do some more charities because there's a lot of people out there who could use some help. And what better way than to get together with a bunch of folks and go laugh at the tragedies of life. And we'll make it funny for you. We can even raise money. If you guys want to reach out to this young man, where can they find you on social media?
Sure. If you go to, I'm just starting this stuff too right now. I mean, I'm, TikTok. I go, TikTok. That was a diner when I was growing up.
Yeah,
what the hell is that?
Still is.
You get eggs at 2 a.m. and a cup of coffee. It's
TikTok's a famous diner.
Absolutely.
Where the hell is that up north?
Route 3.
Is it on Route 3?
Yeah, Route 3.
Headed into the city.
Yeah, exactly. So you can find me at Broccoli Rob, and it's R-O-B, Broccoli Rob, LOL. That's my Instagram and my TikTok. And I'm having a ball doing this stuff. Mike, I'm posting. It's so much fun. I'm learning how to do the edits because my son does all this stuff. So he taught me and I'm adding all stuff. To me, it's fun. My wife wants me out of the house. So if I could work and do comedy, she's happy.
I'm going up to his office. We're going to videotape a chiropractic adjustment. It's going to be the funniest thing. Then we're going to do a show together. Yeah, I got to get going. Listen, we're going to do a nice big shout out to my producer, Tatiana Blueshell, for always making sure we do a beautiful podcast.
Thank you, Tatiana.
And have a great guest come down the basement and do it. So you can watch us every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. On my YouTube channel, which is Mike Marino Live on YouTube. And you know that if you're watching this right now, we're also on Spotify or any of your favorite podcast apps. And you can listen to us on Italian American radio in New York City. I got to get going. You know the motto, let's make America Italian again. You don't know nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my podcasts? By saying the same thing along with my guest. Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey folks, thanks for watching live from my mother's basement. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, hit the word like and leave me a really cool comment. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the future episodes, and you can watch some of the funniest videos on the internet. You can also listen to the show on Spotify or your favorite podcast app.